Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Scrap Squad Sunday. I've taken this beautiful pin from Paper Issues by Anna Uras, and this is the Friday lift for Scrap Squad, and I'm gonna kind of Vicky Boutin it all up. I'm going to use a photo taken from the senior class photo sitting of my gorgeous granddaughter Katie, and I absolutely love this one. It's bubbles, and the bubbles are just so interesting. There's even one right here kind of at the corner of her eye, and it almost looks like it's part of her makeup for the photo. So I love it, and I'm going to use it here with all kinds of colors. Now, to be honest, I have been fighting a plumbing pipe leak all day, and it caused an electrical outage, and when we went to the breaker box to see what was wrong with the one plug that our home theater is plugged into, we discovered the breaker box was wet, and so was everything in that closet. Lots of party decorations that I'd saved from kids' birthday parties, and Christmas decorations, and all kinds of other stuff. So not a pleasant day. Spent many hours kind of moving things out of the closet and finding out. We thought it was an HVAC problem, or we thought it was a plumbing problem. We didn't actually think it was a plumbing problem. Thought it was an electrical problem. Didn't know who to call, a plumber, an electrician, or whatever. Not only that, it had begun to snow in the morning, and so we had this huge snowstorm going, and no service industry in the area would allow their trucks out to do service today. So we actually, and nobody works on Sunday, so we actually have to wait until Monday. So I've got a huge clear plastic bin catching the water as it drips. I climbed up on a ladder, and that's always good for an old woman with heart problems who gets dizzy, to climb up on a ladder and start feeling around to see where a leak is coming from, because no one who's in that business actually will come out and do it. So we discovered it was indeed a plumbing problem, and we're waiting until Monday. So to be honest, I actually forgot that it was Saturday and that I was doing the video for Scrap Squad Sunday, until just now when we were getting ready to go to bed. My husband said, "Don't you have a video to make for tomorrow?" So here I am. And this is a real quickie. I did not have time to even think about doing the mixed media that I love so much underneath here. But in this mixed media, there's blue and pink and yellow. And voila, Vicky had actually done her own artwork here, and it happens to be blue and pink and yellow. And I'm going to be covering it up with things. I picked actual scraps, and they're from several different collections of Vicky Boutin. And I've got some fake stitches, and I've got some big words that I ought to be able to find a title out of, and a couple sticker sheets, and some lavender lace liquid pearls that I can maybe kind of splatter around. So let's see where we go with this. The only thing I've done is put the foam on the back of the photo, so not a big thing. I'm not going to, if I had more time and if I wanted to do a particular kind of page, I might do figure out the size, the relative sizes, because I do like the balance of this. It kind of, comes up over on this side and kind of goes down here. It's just a really beautiful design. I don't have anything like these things here, and I'm not crazy about those anyway, so that's not something I would do or will try to do. So we'll see. I have a tab that I think I may use somewhere in there. Instead of this bow, I have a heart with an arrow. So we'll see if I have place for all of these things. So I'm going to just kind of lay the paper down. I know I want one piece kind of coming down here. Let me get all of this within the camera's view. And I apologize for the lighting because it is 11:48 p.m. So it's really dark here. And let's see, this is something I have already cut a hexagon out of. I like that maybe here. I like the black and white leaves on that patterned paper. That's the pattern. That pattern paper in that collection actually is what made me fall in love with Vicky Boutin stuff. Okay, so I can put that there. In that case, I think I'll kind of slide that there and maybe do that. Okay, I'm gonna go with it because, you know, it's bedtime. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put tape under there, kind of get that one straight. I'll do this one straight. This is going to be a quick place it and glue it kind of exercise. Okay, there. And let me make sure that works for me. Okay. And I'm not changing the elevation. I'm not putting any of the paper layers on foam because I have the foam here. But what I will do is figure out, okay, which layers get stitching. I'm not going to put stitching on all of them. I have this color here that I think goes nicely there. I'm going to let it overlap onto the background, and I'm not going to worry if it kind of curls up. And I've got this kind of orange and brown. That was kind of golds and yellows. I've got an orange and brown here that might look nice on that wood grain. So I'll let it be there. And then I have this kind of two shades of pink here. Where's the end of that? And the obvious thing would be to put it on either this pink or across here or down here where that has the pink flower in it. But I'm actually going to put it across the teal pattern here. And I'm doing that because I have so much pink over on this side I thought that might look nice. Okay, let me look at, I've got this heart with an arrow, which I'm going to use instead of the bow, and I'm not going to put it on, well, I am going to put it on the photo. I'm not going to put it here because then it's pointing off the page. So I'm going to put it here and let it kind of hang over the photo that way. There is, as I said in one of these sticker sheets, I've got this black and white tab here, and I'd like it behind the photo, maybe right there. And I'm going to put it on some foam. Let me get my little foam bucket here. I'm going to put it on some foam because I don't want it to be flat on the photo is above 5 layers of paper, and I don't want this to be flat because then it'll look too far behind it. Okay, there, that works. Now what I need to find is something tiny. This says enjoy it all. There's another one that says top 10 that's kind of cute. What else? Are there any other small words? I kind of like this one. Today, love it, captured. This is the same thing, the same. Let's see, do I have note to self, happy moment. I love this. I think I like enjoy it all because she's, well, I like enjoy it all, but I'm going to put it someplace else. I'm going to put it, well, that's where my title is going to go. So maybe I'll do this. And actually, let me put it on some foam. I think Christina Swords did this one time in one of her videos, and I haven't been able to, in all good conscience, I'm not able to put word or phrase strips on layouts without propping them up with foam. And I'm not doing a good job when I'm in a hurry. So I'm going to do this, tuck that tape kind of behind it there, and put that right there, just kind of overlapping the photo. Okay, now I'm going to go back and I'm going to pull that top 10 or I love this. I'm going to go with top 10 because I think it'll fit in between. Let me get my tweezers to get a better view of where it fits. And you will never see me fidget about spacing very many times. But on that one, I kind of wanted to get it right there. Okay. Now, what else do I want to do? Title. My title-wise, I was just going to do this photo. I could say love this photo, but I think I'll just say this photo. And let me see where photo is going to fit almost entirely there, so I can put the this right under the photo here. Okay, and I've got a dot that goes on here. I forgot the dot on a layout I did the other day. And I knew something looked funny. Okay, don't want to leave the O. Okay, and I'm going to pull a lot of these little hearts, but first, well, yeah, I think I should do the hearts before I do the before I do the liquid pearls. That's what that is? Yeah, that's liquid pearls. Put that there. I want to get this little teal. So I always do my little overlapping hearts, and let me find another. I like this color here. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good spot for it. And I need a tiny heart that's a different color. Well, I don't have one. Do I have one here? Ooh, I do. Let's see. The yellow. I haven't used yellow, and it's kind of right over there. So what I like is that it's covered up, the mixed media, but a little bit of it is kind of peeking out, and it's a great, I don't know, just a great background for these papers. That's one of the things I really loved about the original layout. I'm trying to see if there's anything else on these sticker sheets. I don't think so. And I think I'm ready now to do these. And let me test on here. I'm gonna do kind of a trio of the dots in proximity to the hearts. But not really too close to them. And these kind of look like white pearls, but there's a little lavender tint to them, so they really show up nicely. I didn't make these first ones quite as large as the others. I'm going to add a little to them. This keeps curling up, so I may add a little glue. Now I'm going to kind of scatter them around the page. I like this because it kind of looks like a lot of my artwork where it's kind of smeared. And I'll go with some of the dots that are already on the paper, some of Vicky's dots. Okay, I like that. This is not sticking. Let me figure out why. Actually, without figuring out too much, I'm just going to go ahead and if something comes up while I'm putting the layout together, I assume that it'll find a way to come up while it's being shuffled around in stacks before I manage to get everything filed in albums. Okay, I think I'm done with this. I love all the colors around a black and white photo. I know I can go crazy when I decide to use a black and white photo, and I kind of stuck sort of within the same color scheme as the original. I didn't, place the papers exactly the same, but I captured the elements I like personally. The stitching, in the original there's a word over the stitching and a word strip, and if I'd used real machine stitching, I could have done that, but this stitching is raised too much for me to be able to do it. So I've got a passable page, I think, and I actually like it. And I think other than this pattern paper, this is unusual for me because I didn't use any flowers. So, and there are flowers on the sticker sheet, and they certainly would have gone with these pattern papers. but I think that I want that beautiful smile, those incredible eyes, and all those beautiful bubbles to kind of stand out. And I really wanted these little liquid pearl dots to kind of feel bubbly. And that's another reason I chose that teal paper. So I got some things from that original that I feel that I've represented here. So thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you so much, and I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy Scrap Squad Sunday.